Today is December the 14th, 2024. This is Carmen bringing you your daily Bloodborne Remaster update. No news on a Bloodborne Remaster today. Still nothing on the emulator, of course. In terms of gaming news, I just want to talk a little bit about Night Rain again. It's been 2 days, and I've had time to let my thoughts simmer on the matter. So here's what I will say. I think this has potential to be a good stepping stone for the future of Souls. I don't think this is going to be a really good solo project, but I think as a stepping stone, it will be good, or it has the potential to be good. An issue I've always had with FromSoft games is that even on the best of days, their netcode is barely functional. And this is a game that's dedicated to being online, which means obviously they have to improve that. So that's very good. You also just have improvements to Souls movement. We're getting Sekiro, like Sekiro speed sprinting, and we're getting wall jumping, and we're getting the grappling hook, just all of these things from Sekiro. And I think they said one of the types of characters even has the Bloodborne quick step dodge. So these are big improvements to the movement that I felt were really needed in Elden Ring itself, and they're being added in this. And then you have things like flying with the bird. There's the one character type that can just straight up take flight during combat, which I thought was a neat thing that they should have tried to do more from Elden Ring in the DLC, which was experiment more with the aspects of the Crucible, the partial transformations like that. It seems like they're doing that in this, which is very cool. And I'm also somewhat not confident. I'm somewhat willing to give them some leeway on this, because the last time we had a Souls project that was not developed by Miyazaki, it was Dark Souls 2. And Dark Souls 2 ended up being, I think, the third best Souls game, only beaten by Bloodborne and Sekiro. So I will say there's a chance that this ends up being... The dog's barking outside, don't pay no mind to that. There's a chance that this ends up being solid. There are going to be some unique bosses, but this also does give, some opportunity for some bosses from older games to be brought back in a different light. One boss in particular, I'm hoping finally gets a real fight, is Artorias. Gwyn ended up getting his proper good fight with Soul of Cinder. Artorias never got his. He'd be one of the best bosses in the series if he was in Dark Souls 2. And that's a take people hate to hear, but he's trapped in the clunkiest, jankiest, messiest Souls game. And he feels like crap to fight. If he was in Dark Souls 2, a game that plays better, he would be a better boss. He'd still be one of the best in the series. Like with Foom Knight. Foom Knight's one of the best. Artorias would be if he was in DS2. So I would love for Artorias to get to come back in Night Rain as a reskin of some kind and actually get a proper boss, because he deserves it. Other than that, I don't really care for much of the reskins. I think, there are worse things you can do. Would I rather have a reskin of Nameless King than another 6 flying dragon enemies from Elden Ring? Yeah. I'll take 10 Nameless King reskins over an Ancient Dragon, 100%. So while, reskins are not the most exciting thing in the world, they're better than getting more, like, Ancient Dragon Lancy axes, or Sentis axes, or Fortis axes. So yeah, let's see here. There are going to be some unique bosses from Night Rain, of course, and we've seen one of them. It was the Cerberus-looking thing. And I'm curious to see what they all are. This is a parallel world to Elden Ring, they said, but like Margit is still there. So I'm wondering if this is going to be how they give us like a Godwyn or Glowmide Queen, as if they'll be in this. I wonder if Godwyn or Glowmide Queen will be here. I really think that might be the case. I do. I think that this is going to be how they take some of the feedback from Elden Ring, which is, hey, there need to be more improvements on the Souls formula as a whole, the player movement, and how the player controls the character. And just looking at the way the characters play in this, it seems already like that is very much listening to that criticism. And I'm wondering if it's going to just, this is just going to be how they deliver on feedback from, hey, these things right here were absent from Elden Ring. So we'll see. I will say, as much as I want to climb on it, I think that trailer looked messy, but I think it has potential. I think that this could be a good stepping stone for the future of Souls games and how the player moves and all that stuff. I think it could be a big stepping stone for it. And Oh, and it had Sekiro deflecting. I forgot about that. Like straight up deflecting, because there was a part where he deflected an omen and his posture broke and he fell. So, hey, there's a chance. Plus, if these mechanics and these bosses end up being really good, people will mod those back into base Elden Ring. So hey, we'll see. Anyways, I'll go ahead and get out of here. Oh, also one more thing. I might put this before the Night Rain talk. I finished Elden Ring, the DLC, the footage is gathered, the boss ranking list is made, and it's a spicy, spicy list. It's a spicy list. So now we got to actually start making the video itself. All I can say is that when I finally finish it, I feel like Thanos at the end of Infinity War. Just sitting down, looking at the sunset is a long road to get there. But now we can actually work on the video itself. So hey, pretty neat stuff. I'll probably put that before the Night Rain talk. Anyways, I'll go ahead and get out of here. No news on a Bloodborne Remaster today. That's been your daily Bloodborne Remaster update for December the 14th, I think it was, 2024.